Welcome to Pivot Parenting, where we help parents of teens overcome regret and disappointment to find peace and connection in every situation. I'm Heather Frazier, your parenting expert. Journey with me to discover effective parenting tips, improve family relationships, and build a brighter future for your kids. Buckle up, things are about to get better. Happy December, my friend. This year has flown by. How are you feeling? Are you ready for Christmas? One thing that I've noticed about the holidays with myself and clients is that it seems to heighten our relationship awareness. Whether we have a blended family or family wounds or family bonds, it heightens that because we turn to family and those connections the most during our holidays. And I understand that we want to connect with our kids and family, especially over Christmas. We have rituals and traditions and all of the rich culture that makes each of our families unique and special. And so let's get into it. I want to use an avatar today, and we're going to call her Molly. And Molly really wants to connect with her kids. Now, Molly is just like you. She has all the traits that you do. So maybe she is really A-type go-getter, high achieving, loves to have everything meticulously planned down to the nines, and she wants everybody to participate in exactly how she thinks so that everybody will have a good time. Maybe Molly is fly by the seat of your pants, very spontaneous, and loves to follow the mood of the family. But one thing Molly really wants is a strong connection with her kids, because this is a universal desire for healthy parents to want to have a relationship with our kids. Why did we have them in the first place if we don't want to know them, love them, support them? And this can be through fun, it can be through meaningful conversations and traditions, or just enjoying peaceful moments, even if they're silent. That really is a hallmark of a healthy, comfortable relationship when you don't have to try. And even the silence is just comfortable. Today, I want to give you 3 powerful yet easy strategies that will instantly strengthen your relationship with your teen. And I have to say, the third one is the most important and the best. So stick around for that because it is going to be the one that you can most readily apply that will yield the highest result. Molly, our model mother, understands why connection matters. She understands that there is a link between connection and household peace. Because when humans feel understood, when they feel seen, when they feel connected, they are less argumentative. They are more likely to help out. They are more likely to offer bids of emotional connection, like sharing how their day was, or what their struggles are, or what their goals and dreams are. And so Molly craves this connection to know her children just for itself, and then also to create a more peaceful household, one where there is love and laughter and help and support without nagging, without whining, without bribing or threatening. Those are signs of a lack of connection. And your children also crave connection and validation, especially during these really critical years of development and decision making. What they have working against both of you is a fear of judgment, of rejection, of punishment. They are working against potential shame and other things that they are too scared to show you because they don't even like it about themselves. And so the strategies that we are going to use are going to help alleviate some of their worries and shame and improve how you respond to your teens so that there is less judgment and rejection from your part, less whining, bribing, threatening, so that both of you, through the way you change how you communicate and behave towards your child, are reaping the benefits of a closer connection. I promise you, your kids want connection with you. They might be scared, they might be nervous, they might have a lot of shame or guilt, but they do want to be connected with you. The number one strategy I want you to try is intentional listening. This is being fully present and listening without judgment or interruption. And I don't know if you're anything like me. Molly is sometimes like me, and she likes to interrupt and she likes to jump in and fix and help and say, oh, me too. Like, I have felt the same way, but we don't want to do that. We just want to listen. We can nod. We can give hugs if our kids are into hugging, or hold their hand or any of that. But we want to just be present and let them take center stage. This builds trust and makes our kids feel heard, especially when we alter our behavior in a favorable way based off of what they are sharing. This looks like making eye contact, not looking at your phone. Put that baby away. Reflecting back at what they're saying to ensure that you understand, and asking for more questions. Like, tell me more about that. How did it make you feel when you got that text? What's going on for you in regard to what we talked about yesterday? All of those different things, and then just listening. Pro tip: most people are really uncomfortable with silence. And so if you just drop a question or a thought to consider and then just let it sit, chances are high your kid will not like the silence and they will fill it. But you just have to wait it out for them to be able to fill it. A common mistake is to jump in and try to fix their problems, try to finish their sentences, and try to either tell them how they've got it wrong and they should see it differently, talk them out of their discomfort, or grab the pitchforks and want to storm the castle with them because they got mistreated, and so now you're going to seek revenge with them. We just want to be a safe, neutral space. We don't need to share stories about how this happened to us when we were their age. If they want those stories, they can ask. We can even offer and say, oh, something similar happened to me. Would you like to hear? Or something like that. But we really want them to be the main driver in the conversation. We are listening. It should be like 80 or 90% them talking and just 10 or 20% of us talking. And when we speak, it should mostly be valuable, thoughtful questions or words of love and affirmation. The number 2 strategy that Molly found the most helpful is shared activities. So what is it? It's spending time doing something that your teen enjoys. And Molly found that the most successful ones are the ones that are slightly outside of her comfort zone, but her teen loved. So for her, it was playing video games with her son. Now, it might not be games that made her motion sick. It might be Goat Simulator or Smash Bros. But it helped her son to see that she was putting forth an effort. She wanted to understand all the games that he would tell her about. And she even learned to play some of the theme songs on the piano for him. And that was a great bonding thing for them. And it interested him more in piano, and he would play out some of the chords to some of the theme songs that he enjoyed with her. He learned some of those. It was a really great way for Molly to connect with her son. The reason why this works is it creates positive associations and strengthens your bond through shared experiences and interests. Molly's husband really loves sports. And so he got tickets for he and his daughter to go to some basketball games. And they found a common passion and interest in basketball. Now, she might think that it's fun to go partly because the players are cute. Nothing wrong with that. They both have a great time doing things that are shared. Some pro tips is let your teen choose the activity. Don't treat it like a chore. Be genuinely invested and open to having fun in new ways that are maybe unfamiliar to you. And set a good example of trying new things and being open to things. So, this could be, again, playing video games, cooking together, going for a drive, letting your kid drive. That can be a little scary. Going to their favorite soda shop to get a cookie and a soda, shopping, going for hikes and doing outdoorsy things that they enjoy, whatever it is. Just showing an interest in some shared activities, or maybe they have some ideas of things that could be fun, but they've never tried. So, Molly and her husband wanted to try hiking and rappelling. And so they took their older kids, and that was a really great way for them to connect over learning and experiencing new things together. Me and my husband and our kids, one of the things we love to do is traveling. And so we have tried some pretty crazy things traveling, whether it's eating alligator or we did paragliding for the first time all together. And it was really connecting and super fun to have shared experiences that were new to all of us. And it can be just as simple as a new board game or a new movie, but it gives you something to talk about later on. And one thing that I really love to do is when we travel, I'll make photo books. So we have a photo book of our trip to Mexico or of our trip when we went paragliding. And my kids look at those books years later and we share stories and laughs about experiences that those photo books remind us of. And you can do shared activities of holidays, birthdays, whatever it is your family's doing, if that sounds like a nice idea to you, or whatever it is. Shared music. I have a neighbor and their family will jam out together. They've got drums and guitars and they're really musical. That's a really great way to have a shared experience that everybody in their family enjoys. So, finding what works for your family and then doing those things regularly and looking for new ways to have shared activities. Hi there. I just want to pause and let you know if you are struggling to make sense of your teen's behaviors, emotions are running wild, and you're looking to turn things around to have the family you dreamed of while rocking them to sleep, I would love to talk to you. I want to give you a special, powerful gift. 30 minutes with me, my friend. You'll walk away with more confidence, clarity, and understanding of what the issue is and your next best step in resolving any situation you bring to me. It's completely free. I love families and want to help yours be wildly happy and successful. Book this call by visiting my website, heatherfraser.com. Remember, Fraser is spelled with a Z-I in the middle. And don't worry, the link is also in the show notes. I look forward to meeting and helping you. The third and most helpful strategy to connect with your teen is not what you would expect. It is meeting them where they're at and allowing them to sit in control of how it looks. No pushing, no pressuring, just love and acceptance. Our kids are changing and developing at such a fast rate, it almost feels like one child is like 3 in 1 or 10 in 1 because they're evolving so quickly. We have to get to know these new little creatures as they are metamorphizing into new things every year, every month, every stage of development. And so I want you to think of it almost like dating or making a new friend. If you come on too strong, you're going to get ghosted. If you put too much pressure on it, if you have too high of expectations, they feel that and they are going to inch back. We need to be a calm presence, a steady presence, and one that accepts how they want to show up. Now, this is really tricky around the holidays. Molly, her teenagers, for the first time ever, her 13-year-old did not want to go pick out the Christmas tree because that sounded boring and dumb. And it nearly broke her heart. But Molly wants to meet her kid where he's at. And so she didn't push it. She said, okay, we would love to have you help decorate or just be with us in the room when we get home, should you want to. Molly's teenage daughter doesn't like to come to family functions because she thinks the family's old and crusty. Now, she could push it. She could say, you have to come because your grandparents are going to give me a hard time, or your aunts and uncles are going to think we're awful parents, or I want you there because it's a family function. We all need to be there. And there's a time and a place for that. But there's also a time and a place to meet our kids where they're at and allow them some freedom to take control over how their life looks, where they go, how they show up. Why this strategy is so effective is because our kids want to be independent. And when we show respect to their independence and their ability to navigate the world in what feels comfortable to them, they in turn respect us more, which means they don't mind being around us because they know that we're not going to try to maneuver them into doing things they don't want to do or be places or dress or whatever it is the way that we want them. We are being respectful to them. And the best way to have the respect of our kids is to be respectful to them, to understand that they have opinions and desires that are different than ours, yet just as valid. And that is the perfect breeding grounds for connection, for joy, for peace, for happiness, for comfortable silence, for inviting them to come and share with us what their struggles are, what their dreams and hopes are, because they know that we're going to meet them right there and love and support them. There's not going to be judgment. There's not going to be us trying to coerce them into the life that we want them to have, because we don't do that in the small, insignificant things on the daily. How to best apply this is to ask them their opinions. Invite them like you would a young adult or a friend. This is what we're doing. We would love to have you there. And of course, this is on a spectrum, right? You're going to do this slightly different with a 10 or 11 or 12-year-old than you would a 17 or 18 or 20-year-old. Letting them know what's going on. You can even make requests. I would love you to come to the family dinner, but I know that sometimes all the little kids there drive you bananas. And so I understand maybe you could drive your own car to come make an appearance, say hi to grandma and grandpa, and then you can cruise on out of there 20 minutes later. It's all about compromising. It's okay to make requests, but we really want to validate and understand their desires, what they prefer, how they feel about situations or requests, and why. Because I promise you, their perspective is valid. If only to them, it is still valid. And we really want to understand that so that we can meet them where they're at. And this is the most powerful strategy to form connection with your teenager or young adult or tween. All right, this is what I have for you this week, my friends. As always, I am here. Please don't be a stranger. Reach out with any questions, thoughts, concerns. You can email me at heather@heatherfraser.com. I would love to invite you to be part of my email list. I love my pen pals. They are the first ones to find out about events that I have going on. If you want to come hear me speak, or if you want me to come to your book club, any of those kind of things. If I have client availability. And of course, I want to support you in your parenting. And I offer a free 30-minute peaceful parenting strategy call. Please take advantage of that. I would love to meet you, learn where you're at, and help you apply these 3 strategies, or we can go even deeper. I have a lot of strategies to better connect with your teen, and we can tailor fit exactly what you need for your situation if you want to jump on a call. All right. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you next time.
Heather is the one, an expert in the field. She knows her parenting stuff, including how confusing it can be. You've tried it all, and it's a lost cause. Crying in the closet.